What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys. Tapes this time, and I have a nice little stack of gross and grody analog awesomeness to show you here from the wonderful folks over at Headsplit Records. Of course, they are, in my opinion, one of the very best tape-based metal labels going today, responsible for putting out a wide multitude of classic older releases, newer releases, and bands that definitely deserve to be heard and listened to. And I got 6 tapes to go through here. And the first tape I'm going to show you is a split of some solid European monstrous death metal. This is the split between Sepulcro and Presumed Dead, entitled Horrendous Plasmation. Yeah. I'm relatively new to both of these bands, but from what I can tell, they are both based out of Italy, and they both play very old school styled, necrotic, fantasy creature inspired styles of death metal. I mean, personally, if I had to pick a band, because I really did enjoy both bands' side of the split here, but Sepulcro did it for me. With their vocal styles, the riffs, the tones of the riffs, it's just really, really sensational. I love this band's style. Presumed Dead side sounded really good too. If I had to think of songs, if I had to think of a favorite track from each of the sides of the split, for Sepulcro I would have to say Mastication of Flesh, and for Presumed Dead, Inflicted Dementia. Really good songs here, but overall a solid and entertaining Italian death metal split. So let me show you the inlay of the J card here. I like this artwork on here, very, very old school style design. Track listing for both of the bands. J card with the band members, credits, and lyrics for both bands' sides of the split. And it comes on a chrome tinted pro tape with the band logos on each side. See Sepulcro on this side, and you have Presumed Dead on this side. So yeah, very, very cool Italian death metal from 2 really cool Italian death metal bands. So Sepulcro and Presumed Dead with Horrendous Plasmation. Got a pair of Portland-based bands to talk about here, and this first one is from a very, very underappreciated black metal band, I should say. This is Infernal with Warlords of Hell. Yeah. Like I said, these guys are based out of Portland, Oregon, and these guys are pretty well regarded, I should say. This album came out in 2001, I want to say. This is their second full-length album, and pretty much it's as traditional and straight to the point as you could get when it comes to black metal. The vocal stylings, the riffs, the songwriting, it just has that certain evil feeling and sensation going for it. And that's what I appreciate about this Infernal record, Warlords of Hell. Listening to songs like Rotting in Hell, Dark Wings Unfurl, Night of the Full Moon, just some really good black metal bands, black metal songs on this tape here. This band no longer is around, but I would say they've managed to create a really solid and worthwhile legacy for their style of black metal. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, let me show you the inlay real quick. Love this artwork on here, definitely suitable for the tape. The track listing on here, band member photo, credits, some more credits in here, photo collage. I gotta hold it afar because there's some pretty risky looking photos in this layout here, so if you get the tape, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I think this tape came out in multiple different shells, and this one is on a really nice chrome tinted clear red tape. Really, really good stuff. I was on my second listen after giving this tape a listen, so this is where I'm about to go again for side B here. So yeah, really, really good black metal. Definitely worth checking out if you're into that kind of stuff. Warlords of Hell by Infernal. Another piece of Portland ugliness here, and we get to more grindy, punky sort of territories. This is Smut with Slop. Yeah, the band name and the album name are pretty much all you need to get the essence of what a band like this is. If I'm not mistaken, this project has people who are involved in other very well-known and notable projects out of that state and city. I think Witch Vomit and Torture Rack come to mind. I might be wrong on the other one, but I know some of those people are involved with this particular release. But yeah, this is some seriously nasty sounding death metal. It has that really ugly, grindy, punky sort of thing going on with the music, and the lyrics are pretty much crazy and over the top and nasty. And I fucking love that about this release. It's just really, really fun to listen to. Fed to the Rats, Genital Reassignment, Keeping the Mortician Busy, Fornication Crimes. Yeah, so over the top. I fucking love that about this release. It's just so much fun. But yeah, love this artwork design. Very, very creepy and nasty looking stuff. Track listing on this on the spine here. Credits and information. Dig the layout with the lyrics. Very, very simplistic and to the point. Love the brains here on the opposite side of the spine. Very, very badass. Thanks list and information. And comes on a black pro tape. Short, sweet songs to the point here. It's a short album, but it's absolutely worth repeated listens. But yeah, if you haven't heard any of the bands that these guys are in, definitely check out Witch Vomit or Torture Rack, or I think even Lord Gore, I think. But yeah, Smut is fucking awesome. Especially this Smut with Slop. This next tape I'm going to show you is going to look a little bit familiar to some of you guys, preferably some of you who are subscribed to a channel called Heavy Metal Relics. Of course, the series hosted by two really awesome people, Bridget England and of course Reaper. And I have Reaper's own band right here to talk about. Yeah, this is Crucified Mortals with Psalms of the Dead Choir. Yeah. This was put out through Hell's Headbangers last year, and yeah, pretty much awesome, straight up, savage death thrash. That's what Crucified Mortals bring with their sound, and really, Reaper does an amazing job handling a lot of the stuff on this record. I think he does mainly the guitar and bass and vocal work on this record. I could be wrong about one thing, but yeah. Reaper really does amazing work on here, and the drumming on here is very solid. But I really think this is a step up from their self-titled debut from many years ago. I really like the approach and style that Crucified Mortals go for. Very cutthroat renegade sort of style when it comes to their death thrash sound and roots. And I really think this is an awesome album to listen to. Yeah, Behind the Lurid Mask, Ominous Creatures, Kill Upon Command. If I had to think of songs that I really, really enjoyed from this record, it definitely would be those particular ones. But yeah, Crucified Mortals have made a really awesome return with this record, and it's really awesome to listen to. So yeah, artwork on here, of course the artwork in tape format, which is pretty badass. The track listing, spine with the album name, credits, just Reaper on vocals, guitar and bass, and Ash Thomas on drums and backing vocals. Credits, really cool photos and artwork on here. Has that old school sort of horror feeling going for it, which I really like about this art. And like the previous tape, this comes on a nice black pro tape. Did the band logo, side A, side B. Really, really badass job done here with the tape. Of course, Hell's Headbangers put out the vinyl version of the CD and vinyl of this, so get that however you're able to. So yeah, Crucified Mortals, Psalms of the Dead Choir, go check that out. And check out Heavy Metal Relics too while you're at it. One of the best metal YouTube channels going right now. From Ohio, we go to Russia for some really, really cool, thrashy sort of metal here. This is Terror Striker with Hordes of Armageddon. Yeah, I believe this is their debut demo release, and there's really not too much known about this project other than the fact that they're based out of Russia, and they put on a really, really good sort of traditional sort of vibe with their music. The vocals are really nasty, the riffs, the drum styles. It definitely has a nice and rugged sort of feeling going for it. It's only 4 tracks long, but every track on here makes itself count. And I think this is really, really an awesome demo to be listening to. Revengeful Hordes of Armageddon, Satanic War Metal Commando. You can kind of tell what kind of message and approach Terror Striker are bringing to with their style of thrash. It's really, really obscure, really dark, really ugly, and I love that about this release. So yeah, dig the artwork on this. The program does repeat on both sides, so it's just the 4 tracks on each side. You have the band member photos, really, really badass. Love the band member names. Mortarius, Sodomator, Hellslaver, Cruel Thunder Throne Tyranny. It's just so badass. I love that. More artwork on here, lyrics, credits, really, really badass. And comes on a pretty solid white pro tape. Like I said, the program repeats on both sides, so you already know what you're getting yourself into with this. But yeah, good quality overall on this, and I really would love to see what this band does next. There definitely needs to be more people paying attention to something like Terror Striker. Really good stuff. And the last tape I'm going to show you here is probably my favorite one out of the entire bunch, and this is an absolute crusher of an album. I don't know if this came out last year. I think this did come out last year, but if you hadn't had a chance and opportunity to listen to it, I would definitely recommend you do so. This is DEIQUISITOR with their self-titled album. Yeah, these guys are based out of Denmark, and I believe some of the people involved in this project are also in another really awesome band called Ogdru Jihad. Really, really dark black metal sounding stuff. But DEIQUISITOR moves along at a more Black Death sort of pace with their sound. Very grimy, very filthy sounding death metal, and that's what I appreciate about something like DEIQUISITOR. It's just really, really wonderful stuff to listen to. If I had to think of any songs off of this album that are worth listening to, Destroyer of Worlds, Through Ethereal Deeps, Dispensable Deities, Tempestuous Radiance, yeah, sick riffs and vocals all the way throughout this entire record. Drum work is great, bass work is great, even the artwork is great. This is definitely an awesome debut, and I'm looking forward to greater things to come from this project. So yeah, dig the artwork on this a lot. I think there's also CD and vinyl versions available too. Spine with the track listing and credits, band member photos so you know who's involved and everything. Really digging the layout on this. And this comes on a chrome tinted pro tape. Great sound quality as per usual here. Designed with the band logos, the Headsplit Records logo on here. Very, very badass. But yeah, excellent Danish Black Death. Definitely support DEIQUISITOR. Yeah, check this one out. And yeah, I'm going to conclude this video. I'm going to leave you some links to some of the bands I talked to you about in this video. I will also leave you a link to Headsplit Records where you can purchase any of these tapes. I believe most of these titles are still readily available, and definitely keep an eye and ear out for what will be soon to be released from this label next. And I will also leave you a link to Heavy Metal Relics. Definitely go subscribe to them if you haven't. One of the best metal YouTube channels going right now. So have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until the next time, Army Hill out.